The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by Fat Liver Jones in this podcast do not necessarily reflect reality or facts. If you're seeking factual information, we strongly encourage you to do your own research. Much of what is said here is meant to be satirical and humorous. Enjoy the ride, but take everything with a grain of salt. You feel me?
Some of y'all need hugs, man. First of all,
you can be black, but don't be a
yes, you're entitled to have your opinion all day long.
Oh, my bad.
Watch out, yo. Let me rant real quick. Entitled to catch these hands, too.
Drop the block, baby.
There's something to be said about who haven't been punched in the face before.
Sit your $5 ass down,
Like, let's stop playing these
Nah, let me get my off, yo.
because you.
I'm sorry you feel that way,
The violence.
but the internet never forgets. Speaking of hating somebody's guts, god damn. So an Arby's manager is accused of spitting in the customer's food and giving them herpes. Hey, yo. God damn. First of all, if you got herpes and you're having an outbreak, you should be wearing a goddamn mask. I'm sorry, especially if you got like mouth herpes, whatever that shit called, you should be wearing a mask, especially if you're working around food. That should be, and listen, once again, this goes back to that prejudice shit, but you should not be working in the food industry if you got a virus like that. If you got herpes, you should be working in a factory somewhere where you like building combs or something. Like, you should not be serving people food, especially not at Arby's. This ain't even helping Arby's publicity with the whole, we got the meats and all of that weird shit. Like, this ain't helping that. Y'all looking very, very crazy out here in these streets, Arby. That's all I want to say. But this story is actually deeper than just, all right, this woman spit in this woman's food. Like, this is very deep. So, an Oklahoma Arby's manager was charged with felony poisoning after a customer claimed she contracted herpes from food that police say was contaminated when an employee spat into it. Amanda Hendricks, a former manager of the fast food restaurant in Broken Bow, Oklahoma, is accused of contaminating food ordered by customer Jenica Church during a late-night visit on March 28th, according to court records and a police affidavit. I love Arby's. Not anymore, Church said. That's weird. I love it. Not anymore. You can't poison somebody whose last name is Church and be a Christian. That's all I want to say. Like, that's just weird. Church later filed a lawsuit against Arby's, alleging that she contracted HSV-1, commonly known as herpes, from the contaminated food. Police launched an investigation after receiving a report from an Arby's employee who claimed another worker had spit into a customer's meal, according to the affidavit. Investigators obtained a search warrant for surveillance footage from the restaurant and reviewed video recorded that night Church placed her order. It was taking a little bit of time, Church said, as she recalled. I thought they were mad at me because it was about to close. Oh, yeah, you can't say, oh, that's f***ed up, yo. Oh, shit, look at that. That is wild. Hold up. Wait a minute. Bruh. That woman is scarred for life. You got to shoot the fade, man. You got to shoot the fade at that point. Somebody got to die. The footage shows Hendrick handling meat. Pause.
That's crazy.
That was nuts.
Whatever, I'll grow up one day. For a sandwich before lowering her head towards the food, the affidavit alleges. Police wrote that saliva could be seen falling onto the sandwich. Damn, they got it in 4K. Church said that she had stopped at the restaurant to finish her bartender shift and purchase a meal through the drive-thru. After receiving the footage, police contacted Hendricks and arranged an interview. Authorities subsequently sought a warrant charging her with felony poisoning with intent to injure. Church's family says the fallout extended far beyond her diagnosis. The bartender's mother-in-law, Patricia, said relatives who shared the food became terrified they may have been exposed to the virus, though no additional infections have been reported publicly. Son was sitting at the table eating breakfast and he wanted a kiss and he could not get one. So you bet I am angry. Oh, shit, that's crazy. I see what it's doing to my grandchildren, my son, my husband. The criminal case sparked a civil lawsuit filed by Church and members of her family against Hendricks, Arby's, and affiliated restaurant. The lawsuit alleges Church Church later developed symptoms following the incident. Herpes is common and often goes unnoticed. HSV-1 is typically linked to oral herpes, while HSV-2 is more often associated with genital herpes. But either type can infect the mouth or the genitals. The virus spreads mainly through direct contact with sores, saliva, or skin around the mouth or genitals. It can be spread when a person has no visible symptoms, which makes tracing the source of an infection difficult. That is crazy. There's no cure for herpes and no licensed HSV vaccine. Anti-drugs such as those, I don't know how to pronounce those, can shorten outbreaks, reduce reoccurrences, and lower transmission risk, but they do not eliminate the virus from your body. Dr. Sebi got a cure, though. That's what I heard, allegedly. I don't know, man. Whether the alleged contamination caused the diagnosis remains unresolved. The Post has sought comment from the police and church in Hendricks. So, couple things here. Now, first and foremost, this is up, and that lady needs her ass whooped. You do. And this is the beef. You know, apparently these women live in this small town, so this is beef that goes deeper than just her ordering food on the late night tip. Also, this is another reason why if I get a wrong order at the restaurant, I never send my food back. Because first of all, and I never talk crazy to the people that are serving your food or drinks, because you just never know what somebody will do to your food. Like, we live, so funny, this goes back to another conversation that we were having on the pod, where Reed actually said, we live in you know how people always say, I don't trust people, but we actually trust people more than we want to give them credit for. You know what I'm saying? We trust people to go out here and do the right thing. We trust people to be truthful and honest, you know, until we find out they're not. We trust people to not get in the car and drink and drive. We trust people to, we send our kids to these schools and trust people to be nice to them and treat them well and not them. We trust people to do a lot of shit. And when it comes to food, that is up there, top 5 trust of all time. Like, if I can't trust you to be the person, if I can't trust you to do right by my food and not poison it, not give me no goddamn virus that I can't get rid of, if I can't trust you to do that, guess what? We all working in a backward society, and it ain't good for none of us. I'm gonna be honest with you, it ain't. But that is wild. And again, this is why I don't talk crazy to wait staff. This is why sometimes I often over tip, because I don't want somebody to, because, you know, people be having a bad day. And sometimes you don't want them to take out their anger on you. It's not being a coward. This isn't being shook to like, no, don't push the envelope. Let me get my food. And now I'm going to be looking at all my food a little sideways, because you just never know who back there going through it. Arby's about to pay out the ass. And this woman should be sued too. You out here spitting on food. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's honestly, that's like one of my fears. Like, you know, I have a fear of drowning, fear of being set on fire, and a fear of getting food that was poison.